Hey guys, here I am with my 2010 Concours. There's no videos on how to remove the plastics on this. I'm going to be putting a cruise control on here, so I think I'll just do a quick video documentation on how to take the fairing off. I don't know if this is going to make it to YouTube or not at this point, but we'll find out. So first we start by just unscrewing these and taking this out. I've already taken the liberty to do that, so I'm just going to pull this off. Little makeshift table. There's this plastic here you got to be mindful of. I grab this bolt and put it with the other one before I forget. There should be a black washer I need to find. Okay. Then we come to the glove box, and there's these rivets in here. And what I did was I took, if you look at these rivets, I don't know if you can see this on camera, these rivets, what you have to do is you have to push. They're like that when they're in the bike. Then you have to take something and push them through. And I just found the tool that I used. Alright. So I just used a little punch like this. And just punch those through. And so what you want to do is punch those through. And then simply come over here. After you punch those through till they click, they kind of pop. And just kind of pull them out. The way to reuse these is to pull out the pin, and then when you go to reinsert it, slide it in on that side and stick it down in there, and then push it flat. Okay, so to remove the glove box here, you kind of close the door a little bit, pull it out. There's a little pinch connector, pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so to remove this connector, you just pinch this little piece here, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, and then this should pull out. So I've already done it, and you're doing this right along with me, so I'm learning as I go here, so hopefully you can learn from my mistakes or whatever. Alright, the next steps here, we have the screws here, there, and then we have one of those rivets that's behind this area of the windshield. And so what I did to get it out was I used a tool, just a little awl like this that was angled, and I got underneath the windshield and tapped the pin out of that rivet and just kind of gently slid it out. I may have to take off the windshield to put it back on, but then I just kind of gently, oh so gently, kind of jiggled this stuff, and it kind of came out here. So then we have just these two simple wire connections right there that we need to undo, and I'll go ahead and do that right now. So I've had my first big mess up here. So right here there's these little tabs. Well, when I was trying to get this connector off there, I was fighting it, and my hand jerked back and smacked that, so broke that little tip off. It dropped down in there somewhere. Who knows where it is. So learn from my mistake. Don't do that. Be careful of that. Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom of the bike here. So on the very bottom, where these two fairings come together, there's one of these same old push pin deals. It's kind of, you're going to have to reach in here and to hold it and get it out and manipulate. At least I did for mine. Then you have another different push pin. This is just one of those, you pry it off with a screwdriver right there and pull the center out. It's kind of different than these other kind. And now there's another one here. I haven't got to that. That's kind of like the inner fairing, I think. I'm not sure. I may have to pull that out too, that other one there, but I'm going to hold off for a second before I do it. Then you come over here, there's a rosette bolt or whatever there. I had to pull this one right here. I just left it in there. And you have one of those push pins right there. You have one right here that you can't see, so make sure you get that. Another rosette bolt there. You have some of these smaller ones right there. And where's the other one go? I don't know, it's around here somewhere. And then you had this one here, had a washer in it. I'm missing the third one. I can't find where it went. Oh, no. There's only two of these small ones. The one right here with the washer, and then the one over here. Then these other bigger ones. Now that I dropped it all over the garage. Wonderful. Welcome to my mess. You're getting all the dirty parts of this whole deal here. I'm saving you from all the cussing I've been doing because this thing's kind of a pain in the neck. And then now I'm just going to try to slowly manipulate this. It's kind of puzzled in there. So I'm just going to have to do this nice and slow to keep from breaking it. So I'm not sure where I left off with this video. Stopped for the night. And so I got the lower valance off. And to do that, there's two of these screws that are, you have to reach around. I can show that. You have to reach around and unscrew these from the inside. You'd actually be unscrewing them from this face here on the inside. Maybe you can just see there over. That's the opposite side. And then I loosened these screws here, but I don't need to remove any more for what I'm going to do with this. So looks like there's another bolt. There's another bolt behind here to remove this side fairing. And then I'm not exactly sure how the rest of this separates. That's beyond the scope of what I'm doing. So, and this has these rubber pieces here that tuck. You know, they tuck back in and all that stuff. So you have to like methodically and slowly pull those out, get everything out. Oh, there's some dirt up here too that needs to be cleaned. And then I don't know, it's one of these deals where you just need to slowly loosen and jiggle until this piece comes off. It was kind of a pain in the neck to do, so I just wanted to follow up. And hopefully I can get this stuff back together. Okay, I had to take this left side off. It's basically the same thing, or excuse me, the right side. It's basically the same thing as the left side, except it's kind of a little more difficult and stiff. It's out now, but what I had to do was kind of manipulate this piece of bodywork down a little bit to like that to get it to come out. And then it, you know, it kind of fits around that power outlet a little tight too, so that's something to take note of and be